Right, welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. We've got some interesting news on Godzilla vs. Kong. I would say spoilers, but it's not really a spoiler because it was revealed in the new plot summary. So, like, if you know nothing about the movie, definitely just click off. But the latest plot summary does actually reveal this type of information. So, you know, I'm cautious of spoilers and things like that, but I don't think this is a spoiler. So just like hang in there, I guess. And it's not like a leaked plot summary. Like, it was literally revealed as part of the toys and things like that. So we'll dive into this today. I do just want to take one moment quickly to say I released the video yesterday, which is just to explain, announce the winners of the competition. One of you have reached out to me, but the other one hasn't. So Chris Navta. I'll leave the video linked above. Check it out. I talk about my film, kind of the ins and outs of it, give you guys an update on that, because I've made my film now. Like, I've actually shot it. It just needs to go and edit and be put together properly. But there was also the winners to announce, so I just want to let everyone know about that and that the video was there. Sometimes videos don't come through, so on and so forth. Let's dive into this, shall we? So the latest plot summary, just before everyone kind of gets their fannies in a twist about what's a spoiler and what's not, right? The latest plot summary says legends collide as Godzilla and Kong, the two most powerful forces of nature, clash in a spectacular battle for the ages. The monster war rages on the surface and deep within our world as the spectacular secret realm of the Titans, known as the Hollow Earth, is revealed. So again, it's there. There's some kind of commentary there about monsters warring and stuff like that. But the real key bit of information, and it's really not a spoiler, but I have to say these things, is just about the Hollow Earth. We're really going to explore the Hollow Earth, which this new toy really reveals. And I think it looks cool. I actually think that this is super cool. It pleases my inner child, let's put it that way. So let's check it out, okay? So, this article is linked down below. Another day, another toy leak, and the hits just keep coming, and so do the spoilers. More images of packaging for Playmates Godzilla vs. Kong figure line are getting out there. They really can't seem to keep this under wraps. It's really, really strange. And toys are kind of spoilers, but it's not. Of course they're going to go Hollow Earth. It was inevitable. I don't think this is a massive spoiler. But the latest contains a spoiler, a vehicle used by humans to possibly explore the Hollow Earth. I think what I like about this, and we'll get to it, right, is more the off-shot side of it and the technological leaps that are implied by the toy, by the in-universe vehicle. So the following shot was taken by SB Toys on Instagram and picked up by GodzillaMovies.com, which is the website I was just on. It shows a toy craft called the HEAV, pictured on a box for one of the figures. Now scroll on if you don't mind any spoilers. So this is, I've kind of warned you, but click off the video again if you don't want spoilers. Now here's what I like. So it's called the HEAV, Hollow Earth Anti-Gravity Vehicle. What? What? Now, here's what I want to explore, right? Now, you tell me, because I started to think about this. You tell me if I'm along the right track, or you think any of this anyway. Now, this is very clearly the cockpit, isn't it, right? That's the cockpit. And excuse me, my dog is molting and I've got fucking dog hair everywhere. But this is very clearly the cockpit. And that's what it looks like to me. And, now, correct me, so it says anti-gravity vehicle. I think this is a form of a hovercraft. Because of these arms. Some kind of jet propulsion system, some kind of hovercraft system. It's got to be, hasn't it? Do you think? I think so. And I don't know, but I'm just guessing. But I think it looks awesome. Now, the other implication is the whole terminology, anti-gravity vehicle. It throws out into question how far advanced is the technology now in this universe. Because we've seen it already with the Argo. That's a massive ship. It's a mobile base camp, It is a mobile base camp for Monarch in the world. And they also had something similar with the underwater base. You know, they're massive, massive structures which, generally speaking, they shouldn't normally function, should they? But they do in this world. And now we're going a step further. Anti-gravity vehicle. Now, we heard rumours that we're going to be getting Mecha Godzilla in this film. This starts to add a little bit more fuel to that fire that this makes sense in universe, in world. And I love it. I think this is really, really cool. I think the design is quite vague. You know, it looks quite vague, doesn't it? You can guess that this is the cockpit, and these are probably some form of propulsion system and things like that. But it looks good. I think it looks good. And obviously here is a kaiju of some sort. It's cue everyone going, they're titans. They're actually kaiju, but no, never mind. Kaiju wasn't invented by Pacific Rim. Newsflash. Just got to do a newsflash there. But I like it. What do you guys think? Do you think I'm along the right tracks here or not? Anti-gravity vehicle. That's the thing, right? The HEAV, Hollow Earth Anti-Gravity Vehicle. What do you think? You let me know. I think this is a way that they're going to explain how technology has moved on, right? How they are getting to the stage where they can make gigantic mechanized titans. I think this is going to be one of the methods by which they explain it. And I bet you anything, the technology used in this vehicle in universe will be used to create, or at least move, Mecha Godzilla. What do you think? Let me know. I want to hear it sound off down below in the comments section. Now, the rest of the article just says, you know, as you can see, HEAV is an acronym for Hollow Earth Anti-Gravity Vehicle, which means if this thing is in the film, it will most likely be used to traverse the furthest corners of the planet's innermost caverns where the Titans dwell. Now, that opens up so many possibilities. Guys, show me all the Titans. Show me them all in their cracks and crevices. I want to see it. I can't wait to see it. Now, Godzilla Movies notes that the 4 thrusters on each corner for vertical takeoff anti-gravity suspension. Now, that's just a guess, but it's pretty obvious, isn't it? But I reckon it's going to be a form of... like, I'm picturing something like Matrix-esque. You know, the hovercrafts that they had in them, the Nebuchadnezzar and things like that. I think it's going to be something like that. Because they're in water as well, right? There's water, there's not water. This is going to have some form of propulsion system like it, right? Now, obviously, the rumours GVK borrows from Pacific Rim and leans heavily into the over-the-top sci-fi anime aspect of the kaiju genre is probably true. I hope not. I like the first Pacific Rim. Second one, oh, fuck me. What were they thinking? What were they actually thinking? Now, it says, obviously, that's nothing new. Godzilla has seen his share of spacecraft and UFOs over his long history. The one that came to my mind immediately the moment I saw this image was the Super X. But that's basically what the Argo is the Super X, right? Now, obviously, it goes further and says, making its debut in 1984's Godzilla, you know, Super X was the experimental secret weapon of G-Force to neutralize the king of the monsters when he resurfaced to attack Tokyo. The air tank of a device successfully. Again, that is literally what the Argo was. It was a form of a Super X. That way, it was there. It was this universe's Super X. So what do you think? Now, obviously, this one just closes with, you know, the question everyone has is who builds the HEAV and for what purpose? Ultimately, is it for travel and study, putting Monarch at the wheel, or is it a weapon concocted by the group Apex? Now, Apex is rumoured for the film. I think it's pretty much confirmed now that they are the film's antagonist to a certain degree. But what do you guys think? I'd love to hear it. Please do let me know. I quite like the design. It's pretty vague. I think there's a lot you could do with this in terms of designing in CG. Obviously, this is just some stupid little toy. But I think it's really, really cool. I think it's really, really cool. And I think they're probably going to have some kind of play-ons with the HEAV. Maybe like HEAV, maybe. I don't know. I can just picture them doing that. But what do you think? Let me know down below. If you're new here, please do hit subscribe. Also, just again, as a side note, guys, make sure you turn the bell notifications on. Make sure you give this video a like if you did enjoy it, because YouTube really does suck at the moment. It's been terrible. It's really, 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 really bad. But also, just to throw it out there, I've got a Patreon. If you didn't know, I was doing weekly game videos. I'm back to doing them now. I had to take a break from doing the film and stuff like that. But if you want to support the channel further, because YouTube is being such a bitch, head on over to my Patreon. There's a link to that down below in the description box. Thank you all so much for watching. I've been Mr. H. Take care.